What's up, everybody? It is Monday again, and I'm super excited about this week's episode because we're doing a part 2 to last week and trying to get any songs on iTunes, trying to figure stuff out. What I want to talk about today a little bit on Monday with Matt, though, is dealing with people. Like, that's kind of what I do. Even though I travel and speak, you end up talking to people afterwards and beforehand, and I mean, life is just relational. It seems like everything always comes back to relationships. I always think in college when people go get like an MBA or something, most of their classes really should be psychology. Like, yeah, the mathematics and this and that is important, but at the end of the day, whatever job you have is just going to train you to do what it is you need to do. But the most important aspect is dealing with people. So it's something I've invested a ton of time in, a ton of research on. And one thing that I've realized through just studying and people and life is, Dale Carnegie says, when dealing with people, it's good to remember that we're not dealing with creatures of logic, but rather creatures of emotion. And we'd love to believe that we respond off of logic, but we don't respond off of what we know, we respond off how we feel. And so the best way to win an argument is to not have it. How often have you heard people get into like a political debate or something, and when somebody starts arguing with them, rather than winning somebody over, all it does is just create a stronger need to prove my point, to try to drive in that I'm right and you're wrong. And it's like, so two things happen if you win an argument. You have an argument with somebody and you either A, win it, which in turn means you lost it because you made the other person feel stupid or feel like they were wrong, or you lose it, and you lose it, but nobody really wins. There's no winning. So one thing I think is important is, who are we coming in contact with this week? And we're going to come in contact with people with different political beliefs, with different outlooks, with different religious beliefs. And what we want to do is be relational. Love people, meet people where they're at, and show them, hey, we don't have some ulterior motive to get you onto my side or to get you onto my way of thinking. I can love you and appreciate who you are and pour into you. And if anything, that's how walls are broken down. That's how people actually change. And that's what people want to know what you have to say and want to learn from you and grow from you and say, hey, you're different and I want to live in that way. I want to be different as well, because all these things happen in your life, and you don't get frustrated about it, and the little things don't bother you. So how do we have that? We want what you have. And what that really comes down to is, it's putting others first. It's serving people. It's realizing that people are incredible. People have a story and people have value, and we want to come alongside them and show them that. So who are you coming in contact with this week? How can you pour into them a little bit more? How can we put aside our need to be right and our need to be heard and maybe listen more? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Looking forward to this week's vlog. Looking forward to sharing any stuff on iTunes if we can get it up. And see you guys next week.